Boom, we here. One and only M M DJs. You know what I'm saying? Representing the Bay, man. First of all, just real shit. If you don't know, I'm your highness, Stop It Media Production. And watch you from afar a long time ago, man, from being a jit in the Bay, you know what I'm saying? Watching y'all boys since way back at the Sons of Italy, Orange Blossom, Level 2 days when you kind of came on the scene popular with Rock-It-Rod. So it's an honor to just be sitting here because I don't personally emulated you so many times in the house on songs, how we be riding over songs and stuff said. So I'm like, Eminem, so just to get one-on-one with you, chop it up on some bass shit, my nigga, like, this some real shit, man. So just get thanks for coming out for real. It's an honor to sit with you, you know what I'm saying? Because you put on for the city, dog, you know what I'm saying? You influence the city. Everybody that's from the Bay, that's from our era, know you more than likely, and they know your influence. Even if you're not really into the music, you heard about Rock-It-Rod, you heard about Eminem. So give things a send down, man.
Yes, sir. That's a must.
Yes, sir, man. So you know, we like I said, we doing this to try to just encapsulate our time, dog. Like let people know what was going on. Cause how I see it, like I was chopping up with you on the phone, a lot of this shit is going on in the Bay right now. Like the foundation of it was the shit I saw when we was growing up. Like 80s, 90s, 2000s, shit like that. And a lot of people don't know it. Another reason is a lot of people from out of town that's in the Bay right now. And they just kind of in here like, no, Tampa Bay, like they doing their thing, but they don't know the foundation that was set. I feel personally, being born and raised here, they don't know the foundation. So I just want to start off with you and get into it, like, let the people know just in case they don't know who you are, and just get into the story, man, how you let people know how you even came on the scene to be involved in music, how you even get on the scene in the Bay with this shit.
Yeah, I was back when I was in high school. I was going to Plant High School.
Okay.
And I was basically doing my own thing. You know, I really made myself who I was. And you know, it all started off 1138 Main Street over there in the projects in West Tampa.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was one of them DJs that came, you know, I was formed straight out the ground and was made with clay, and then I'm still here to this day, you know. So everything I accomplished, you know, I ain't had no assistance and no help. Everything I accomplished, I did it on my own, you know what I mean?
Straight up.
So my name was a self-made name. You know, when I first started DJing, I was DJing with another fella. His name was Mark, too.
Okay.
I spelled mine M-A-R-K. He spelled his M-A-R-C.
Okay.
So when I first stepped out on the scene, I was doing my thing, he was doing his thing. And, you know, he was more of a hip-hop style DJ, and I was more of, back in the days when I first started, we called what we had booty shaking music, which don't too much exist no more. I was a booty shaking DJ, you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
And back in the Luke, Miami, Folk Miles, Jam Pony days, back in the day.
Yes, sir.
So me and this dude named Mark came together, and we was Eminem Productions when I first got started.
Okay.
This something that a lot of people don't know about.
I was going to ask you about the name, and so okay, see, yeah.
The name Eminem was generated from two different DJs, two different styles, MD and me.
Okay.
MD was his name was Marcus Daniels, and you had me. My name was Mark Williams.
Okay.
We came together, we formed Eminem Productions.
Okay.
So we got about a good year or two in.
So when was this? Like when did this start coming in?
This was like 89, 90 era.
Okay.
You know? And then we ended up getting separated. So when we got separated, and the separation came from him going to the service.
Okay.
He went and done 4 years of the armed forces.
Okay.
I did my armed forces at the School of Hard Knocks. Back in the day, we called that prison.
Yeah.
So, you know, that kind of separated me and him from doing our Eminem production thing.
So that was early. That was kind of early after y'all formed, kind of like. More,
right. That was like
when y'all separated.
Day.
Yeah.
I had already done formed my name, and then he came along. His name was Mark. So the Eminem was originally from Mark and Mark.
Okay.
It was Mark and Mark Productions.
Okay.
That's where Eminem
started.
The name it originally came from. Was Mark and Mark Productions.
Okay.
Two DJs named Mark. Eminem. That's where Eminem came from.
Straight up. That's real.
That's day one Eminem.
Yeah.
So, like I said, he did a 4-year bid in the service. I went to the 4-year hard knock area, and what happened? I beat him home.
Okay.
When I came home from the hard knock, he was still in the service. So what ended up happening? when I came home from prison, instead of people calling me M, they continued to call me M.
Oh, okay.
When I came home, because all they remember was the two dudes, they was named M Production.
Yeah.
So I beat him home, and he was still in the service.
Yeah.
So when I came home, instead of people separating the M's and calling me M and calling him an M,
yeah,
they continued to call me M. So I pretty much had to wear that name.
Okay.
So I had to take that torch and carry it for both of us, because at the time he wasn't here with me
Okay.
to be able to carry on that other M.
Okay.
But what happened, the fans and the people that we had already accomplished from when we went our separate ways,
Yeah.
when I came home, instead of them separating the M's, they continued to call me M.
Okay. So that's where it comes.
And 30 years later, I'm still wearing that name, M.
Okay.
But technically, I should be called M.
Okay.
And now he called himself M1.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
And right now he with Future Funk DJs over there with Freaky Fred and them, you know, doing his thing.
Okay.
So when I came home from prison,
so he called himself, you said M1 now.
yeah, he M1 now.
Okay.
M1 Productions.
Okay.
/ he with Future Funk DJs over there with Freaky Fred and them.
Okay.
So that way, the name M was originally formed was through me and another guy named Mark. So M come from Mark and Mark.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that history right there. They automatically assume, they always seen me, and I always been a face of M.
Yeah.
They automatically assume that M just was a name that I wore from day one.
Okay.
But it came from 2 Marks.
2 Marks. Okay. That's
and it was a name when I came from the School of Hard Knocks, I had to wear. Because the fans and the people continue to call me M, and that's how M came about.
Okay.
And to this day, I still carry the name M.
Okay.
So it ain't split in half. I carry both weights.
That's real.
I carry his half and I carry my half.
That's real.
But technically, by law, he is 50% of M. So, you know, I ain't gonna sit here and try to take all the credit.
Straight up.
Although I done a lot to be able to carry that name on, which I do get a lot of credit.
Yeah.
But I can't leave him out because, you know, it ain't in my heart to leave a man out that started with me from day one.
That's real.
You feel me?
That's real.
So, hey, he get credit. He 50, I'm 50.
Straight up.
Even though I've been rocking that name the last 30 years,
Yeah.
he 50, I'm 50.
That's real. That's real shit.
You know
right
what I'm
there.
saying?
That's real shit.
So a lot of people continue to see me. They don't know that story.
Yeah.
And when they watch this documentary, it's going to be a lot of wake-up calls.
That's real.
And it's going to be something they're going to pay attention to, because there's a lot of things they never knew about, but they seen it and they heard it.
Yeah,
but they ain't know the definition and they ain't able to dissect it.
Yeah.
You can't never get the true story till you get it from the source.
Dog.
And the source is in the building, baby.
Straight up.
You know what I mean?
All right, so boom. Now we see. Now, okay, that's the insight, because that's definitely something I know. So it's 2 of y'all that came together for the M name. 2 Marks.
2 Marks.
Just a little before that, because obviously you got a love for music. Like where that love for music came from, like what you say, like how you got on, like even playing music or making tapes, and like where that source of your love for the music come from?
The love for music, day one attacking me when I was a jitterbug. There used to be a dude from Fort Myers used to come see my mom. He was real cool with my mom.
Okay. This
guy ended up passing. His name was DC.
Okay.
He was a D-boy back in the days. He used to always come to my mom's house in a big old O.J. Simpson white Ford Bronco. That same Bronco you seen on the news. He had a big one with big rims.
Okay.
And every time he used to come to Tampa, he'd sit on the porch and talk to my mom. And he always had loud music in his Bronco.
Okay.
So when he used to come, I used to be like, oh, there was that dude. So I go run and sit in his car while he talking to my mom.
Okay.
And he used to always play these tapes. Back in the day, they was called Jam Pony tapes.
Yes, sir.
DJ Slick Vic.
Yes, sir.
Big Ace, Lock Cool Jock.
Yeah.
So I used to always go sit in his truck, and I used to sit in there. That's all he used to come there and play. Every week he had a different Jam Pony tape.
Yeah.
So when I used to go in there and sit in there and close the doors, because I was always been a DJ to where I got to be able to feel my music. I got to hear the treble. I got the bass. I'm the type of dude, I like my music real loud because I like to feel it.
Okay.
And by him having that loud music in his truck, I used to always go sit in his truck while he talking to my mom.
Okay.
And listen to how these guys will say something, and then they'll let the music continue their verse on what they really want to say.
Yeah.
So as I'm sitting in there listening to this, I'm like, man, this is what I want to do right here. I like that talking through the music and doing the little chants. Yeah. And then you let the song finish what you want to say toward the end.
Okay.
So that's where my ear came from as far as me being a DJ was through Jam Pony Express. Yeah. It was the first DJs that I ever got into to make me say, damn, I want to try this shit right here. I want to talk to the music and I want to be a DJ.
Okay, I see.
So that's where the love for the music came from.
Yeah.
But when the music attacked in my heart, my mom had a best friend, used to always sit on the porch with her all the time when we lived in the projects in West Tampa, which was DJ Floyd George's sister.
Oh, okay.
So Floyd George was the man that put me on the scene.
Okay.
GMRNStv Express was the man that gave me the ear to want to have the music, baby, to want to do things.
Yeah.
Floyd George pointed me in the right direction, told me what type of equipment my mom wanted me to get for Christmas, because all that year, that's all I wanted to listen to the GMRNStv. Floyd coming around with his sister, because him and my mom was best friends.
Okay.
So Floyd George was already had clubs on lock.
Yeah.
So, you know, Floyd used to always come, and my mom used to always say, Floyd, hey, I kind of see my son and got into this music. So what kind of music do I need to buy him as far as the equipment he needs for I could start him to DJ?
So you was on it that strong. Your mama saw that and she
seen it. She seen it in me. I used to get 2 little radios and sit in my mama hallway and put one radio station on this radio, put one radio station on this radio, and have a headphone for each one on. I ain't had no mixer back then. I had to use that ear.
Yeah.
That's how I got that ear real fast, because I ain't had a mix debate to blend it because the funds weren't proper back in the day. So you got to go through them pots and pans before you get that cash right. You feel me?
That's
so I created 2 little radios, and I played the radio over here, and I let it play, and then I find another radio station, just scrolling down the radio, and just try to hurry up and find a song and blend it in with that, with no headphones, just by listening to the radios. That's how I caught my ear debate to know how to mix. But then, when I started getting summer jobs, and that cash started coming in, now I can afford the Radio Shack. See, back in the day, we ain't had no more something. We called it Radio Shack.
Radio Shack.
It don't exist no more.
It's over now.
Radio Shack, where we got all our DJ equipment for. Before Sam Ash, before Thoroughbred, before Paragon, all we had was Radio Shack.
Okay.
You feel me? So I used to get my summer job money. I bought me a mixer. Went and bought me some headphones. Now I can plug my turntables in that. Now I can separate my sound so I can hear. So I ain't got to listen to the radio over here real low. So now my ear getting tuned in better because I can separate shit now. So but really, I really didn't need the separation because I learned how to do it without the separation. So when I got the separation, I already was there because I'm already used to not having a separation. So that's how I formed that bionic ear. When I got that separation, when the funds got right, I was able to get that money to start buying equipment so I could separate things. So that made me a better person as far as getting to the professional field of the game. You know what I mean? It all started.
So this way back, and this that's in the that's way back in the 80s. That's like mid to late 80s?
80, 89, 87, 88, 89.
And then
almost 90s, but right toward the end of the 80s is when I caught that ill.
So like you were saying, you already, so boom, you already was in the music. You already had equipment before you linked up with the other mark and y'all formed M M. You already had something going, like doing music.
He had something going, I had something going. The little pieces of equipment I was able to buy, and then he came along with the equipment he had. We put our equipment together. We need everything between what he had and what I had already bought. We put it together, and everything we needed was there. So we came together, and that's where all our equipment came from. Everything we needed, he had the other half, and I had the other half, and we came together. It just so happened both our name was Mark. So we put our equipment together, and that's how we was able to generate a day one system to be able to upgrade as we went through the years, as we got better and better. You know what I mean?
That's real. And that's a lesson to this day, man. How you can find some y'all both in the hood, y'all link up together. And like, instead of the nigga being like, I'm trying to be competition, blah, blah, blah. Y'all like, boom, let's come together. Now we got everything we need. And then y'all officially form